China just launched the world's first certified pilotless air and the US is shocked. EHang, a Chinese company at the forefront of this revolution, has unveiled the EH216S, the world's first certified passenger-carrying pilotless electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft, or simply known as eVTOL. The Civil Aviation Administration of China granted certification to this groundbreaking vehicle, positioning China as a leader in the emerging advanced air mobility sector.
Until today, humans have only dreamed of flying cars. From experimental designs in the early 19th century to the 1960s cartoon The Jetsons and the blockbuster franchise Star Wars. But now, China has made it a reality. Flying cars are just one component of what China calls its low-altitude economy. There are also drones, airships, and taxis, also known as eVTOL aircraft, or electric vertical takeoff and landing. As the industry,
the EH216S boasts impressive specifications that set it apart in the eVTOL market. It can accommodate 2 passengers and operates autonomously, eliminating the need for an onboard pilot. The aircraft has a cruise speed of 100 kilometers per hour and a maximum speed of 130 kilometers per hour. With a range of 35 kilometers and a flight time of 21 minutes, the EH216S is designed for short-distance urban transportation and aerial sightseeing. The EH216S features a unique design with 8 arms, each equipped with 2 propellers, for a total of 16 propellers and electric motors. These propellers are made of carbon fiber, contributing to the aircraft's lightweight yet sturdy construction. The vehicle's fuselage is composed of composite materials, allowing for a balance of lightweight design and high structural strength. The battery is strategically placed under the chassis, and the landing gear is made of steel to provide a stable grounding environment for takeoff and landing. EHang has developed 2 additional variants of the EH216, the EH216L for heavy-duty aerial logistics operations, and the EH216F for high-rise firefighting. The EH216F in particular demonstrates the versatility of EHang's eVTOL platform. It has a maximum flight altitude of 600 meters and can carry up to 150 liters of firefighting foams and 6 fire extinguisher bombs in a single trip. This firefighting variant uses a visible light zoom camera to identify fire locations, then hovers in position and uses a laser aiming device to deploy its firefighting arsenal. The company's progress in the AAM sector is evident from its extensive testing and demonstration program. EHang has conducted over 40,000 test flights, including flights with volunteer passengers in 18 cities across China. The aircraft has undergone rigorous structural analysis, crash tests, and evaluations of its ability to continue flying in the event of rotor failure. EHang stated, "The validation process scrutinized components, equipment, and the entire aircraft for prefabricated defects, faults, and interferences during both laboratory experiments and flight trials." EHang's global expansion efforts have been equally impressive. The company has conducted demonstration flights in 18 countries, showcasing the EH216S capabilities to international audiences. In November 2024, EHang achieved a significant milestone by completing debut passenger flights in Thailand at the Queen Sirikit National Convention Center in Bangkok. This event marked the 18th country where EHang has demonstrated its eVTOL technology. The Thailand demonstration was conducted with the permission of the Civil Aviation Authority of Thailand and support from the Ministry of Transport. EHang carried out passenger flights for 3 consecutive days, with notable figures such as Mr. Fasu Manapanti, CEO of Sky Image Tech, EHang's partner in Thailand, and Mr. Sorasit Thongjin, first officer of flight operations at Bangkok Airways, among the passengers. Mr. Sudapong Kongpool, director of the CAAT, commented on the event. This demo flight marks significant progress in integrating UAM solutions into Thailand's aviation industry. EHang's EH216S is currently the world's only eVTOL with airworthiness certificates, and we look forward to its commercial flight operations in certain areas of Thailand next year, which will serve as a significant contribution to Thailand's UAM roadmap development plan. The Middle East has emerged as a key market for AAM technologies, with several countries in the region showing keen interest in adopting air taxi services. The United Arab Emirates is at the forefront of this trend, with projections indicating significant growth in the air taxi market. According to Blue Weave Consulting, the UAE air taxi market is expected to expand at a compound annual growth rate of 5.02% to reach $245.85 million by 2030, with a market potential for 1,650 eVTOL units. Infrastructure development is already underway to support the growth of eVTOL operations in the Middle East. The concept of vertiports, specialized mini airports for eVTOL charging, takeoff, and landing, is gaining traction. In the UAE, a Memorandum of Understanding was signed in May 2023 between the Ras Al Khaimah Transport Authority, the city's Tourism Development Authority, and UK-based vertiport developer Skyports Infrastructure. This agreement outlines plans for Ras Al Khaimah's first vertiport network, which will connect key attractions and align with the city's Transportation Master Plan 2023 to 2030. Reiki Phillips, CEO of RACTDA, emphasized the benefits of this initiative. By introducing electric air mobility, we not only enhance accessibility to Ras Al Khaimah's attractions, but also significantly reduce our carbon footprint. The vertiport network is expected to reduce journey times by 70% and aims to integrate with other air taxi networks across the UAE. Saudi Arabia is also making strides in the AAM sector. NEOM, a smart and sustainable regional development project in the country, has partnered with German eVTOL pioneer Volocopter to conduct test flights. This collaboration builds on NEOM's $175 million investment in Volocopter, whose Volo City eVTOL can utilize electricity generated from solar and wind energy. Nathmi Al-Nasser, CEO of NEOM, highlighted the significance of these tests. The successful test flight of a Volocopter eVTOL is a tangible example of NEOM as a global accelerator and incubator of solutions to the world's most pressing challenges. EHang's autonomous operation capability gives it a significant competitive advantage in the eVTOL market. The absence of an onboard pilot allows for increased passenger capacity, effectively doubling the revenue potential of each flight in the two-seater EH216. This design also eliminates the need for operators to employ pilots, invest in specialized eVTOL pilot training, or manage complex pilot scheduling across different locations. Furthermore, autonomous flight addresses the looming pilot shortage in the aviation industry. The EH216S incorporates advanced safety features, including distributed electric propulsion. This system provides redundancy through multiple propellers and motors, ensuring that the aircraft can safely land even if one or more motors or propellers fail. The vehicle is equipped with a multitude of sensors and navigation equipment, allowing it to make intelligent decisions based on weather conditions and obstacles during flight. Additionally, EHang command control centers provide an extra layer of safety oversight. Despite the rapid progress in eVTOL technology and the optimism surrounding its imminent commercialization, several challenges remain. The regulatory framework for eVTOL is still under development in many countries, with questions surrounding airspace integration and air traffic management yet to be fully resolved. Public acceptance and safety concerns, particularly regarding the use of lithium batteries in aircraft, also need to be addressed. China's proactive approach to eVTOL certification has given it a significant lead in the air taxi race. The CAAC's willingness to certify pilotless eVTOL stands in contrast to the more cautious approach taken by American and European regulators, who have indicated a preference for initially approving only piloted air taxis. EHang is capitalizing on this regulatory advantage by advancing its commercial operation plans. The company aims to launch sightseeing flights in Guangdong Province before the end of the year. In a significant development, EHang secured a $100 million deal with the city government of Hefei in Anhui Province to provide tourist flights and other services using 100 of its eVTOL aircraft.
One province in particular is leading the charge in the drone boom.
广东它整个的这个制造的产业链它是比较齐全的。
Southern Guangdong Province hosts the most number of low-altitude economy enterprises in China. Major industry leaders like DJI, EHang, and Zero Tech are all based there. Beijing laid out plans to connect most of the Greater Bay Area along a low-altitude transport network, linking 11 cities in the region within a one-hour commute, including Hong Kong, Macau, Guangzhou, Shenzhen, and Zhuhai. Despite its lofty ambitions, China's market still needs to lower the high consumer cost.
Dong Wang, EHang's vice president of technical research and development, shared insights into the company's mission and progress.
My name is Dong Wang. I'm EHang's Vice President of Technical Research and Development. I've been very interested in science and technology since I was a child. Every boy dreams of flying, too. When I grew up, I also studied science and technology at university. When I learned of an opportunity to make my dream come true, I did not hesitate to join EHang. EHang's mission is to enable everyone in the world to enjoy safe, automatic, and environmentally friendly air transportation. Our aircraft is the first aircraft in the world to obtain the type of certificate issued by the Civil Aviation Administration of China. This is an emerging industry, so there are many things to do. At the beginning, it may have to do with regulation, as well as technical stuff that no one has explored.
The global eVTOL market has attracted substantial investment, with more than $30 billion in orders placed for various eVTOL designs, according to Robin Riedel, co-lead of the Center for Future Mobility at McKinsey. Key players in the industry include Volocopter of Germany, Joby Aviation, and Archer Aviation, both from the United States, and Wisk Aero, a subsidiary of Boeing. The advent of air taxi services has the potential to revolutionize urban transportation. EHang envisions a future where its eVTOL can offer taxi rides at prices comparable to traditional ground-based cabs. The company is actively working to expand its operations beyond China, having conducted demonstration flights in the United States and Europe, with the aim of obtaining type certificates in these markets. However, regulatory challenges in other markets may slow EHang's international expansion. The Federal Aviation Administration in the United States has taken a more measured approach to eVTOL regulation, recently unveiling 880 pages of regulations for electric-powered vertical takeoff and landing aircraft. The highlight of this special federal aviation regulation is a provision allowing eVTOL pilot training with one set of controls instead of the traditional two, indicating a focus on piloted rather than autonomous vehicles. The long-term vision for the air taxi industry involves the creation of a comprehensive urban air mobility ecosystem. This includes the development of vertiports, integration with existing transportation networks, and the establishment of air traffic management systems capable of handling a high volume of low-altitude flights in urban areas. China's roadmap for the development of civil unmanned aerial vehicles aims to build a complete three-dimensional transportation system for urban air traffic by 2035. This ambitious plan underscores the country's commitment to leading the global AAM sector. The 6th Zhejiang International Intelligent Transportation Industry Expo, held in Hangzhou in December, further showcased China's progress in the AM sector. The event featured various innovative transportation technologies, including eVTOL, highlighting Hangzhou's achievements in intelligent transportation development. EHang's success in the eVTOL market is reflected in its financial performance and market valuation. As of October 2023, the company reported a market capitalization of approximately $1 billion. This valuation demonstrates investor confidence in EHang's technology and business model, despite the challenges and competition in the emerging AAM sector. The company's global expansion efforts continue to gain momentum. In April 2024, EHang participated in the DriftX event in Abu Dhabi, where it showcased its EH216 series and the long-range VT-30 eVTOL aircraft. The event, supported by the Abu Dhabi Investment Office and the Smart and Autonomous Vehicle Industries Cluster, provided a platform for EHang to demonstrate its technologies and forge new partnerships in the Middle East. The pricing strategy for the EH216S reflects EHang's aim to make air taxi services accessible to a broad market. As of April 2024, the overseas price for the aircraft was set at $410,000, with a domestic price in China of 2.39 million yuan. This competitive pricing positions EHang to capture a significant share of the emerging eVTOL market.
The price for our aircraft for our partners is $410,000 overseas, and the domestic price is 2.39 million yuan. For end consumers, they can enjoy our services easily and quickly. We hope to apply this model to tourism, urban transportation, and so on. We hope that all users will be able to place orders through mobile phone programs in the future to book a flight experience or travel. In addition to this aircraft, we also have a large aircraft for transportation between cities. Because of this other aircraft, we also need to build a vertical takeoff and landing flight site between cities. We plan to start commercial operations with our key partners in China in 2024. China is doing very well and have greatly promoted the development of this industry. According to the roadmap for development of civil unmanned aerial vehicles released by China, we will build a complete three-dimensional transportation system for urban air traffic by 2035.
Wow! I cannot believe my eyes.
A Chinese-made $4,000 electric Range Rover look-alike has stunned the automotive world, challenging notions of luxury and pricing. Ordered from Alibaba and delivered in a crate, this vehicle mimics the iconic Range Rover's design with surprising detail, from its grille to its silhouette, but at a fraction of the cost. Yet beneath its flashy exterior lie glaring differences: flimsy build quality, minimal performance with a 31-mile-per-hour top speed, and a lack of safety features. While it's not road legal in most places, its low price and striking appearance have sparked curiosity and debate about the ethics of design replication and the future of budget electric cars. Is this a clever novelty or a wake-up call for the industry? One thing is clear: this replica has everyone talking. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss our future updates. The story begins with the arrival of a large wooden crate in Dubai. Inside this unassuming box lies a vehicle that, at first glance, bears an uncanny resemblance to the iconic Range Rover. This Chinese-made replica, ordered from the e-commerce giant Alibaba for a mere $4,000, stands in stark contrast to its genuine counterpart, which commands a hefty price tag starting from $52,600 to $226,500. As the crate is carefully opened, the initial reactions are a mix of surprise, curiosity, and skepticism. The vehicle's exterior mimics the Range Rover's design with remarkable accuracy, especially considering its price point. The front fascia features a similar grille design, although non-functional, and headlights that closely resemble those of the original. The body lines and overall silhouette echo the Range Rover's distinctive shape, albeit in a more compact form. Moving around the vehicle, the differences become more apparent. The Chinese version sits on 14-inch wheels, a significant departure from the 22-inch alloys that grace the genuine Range Rover. The door handles, instead of being the sleek, flush-mounted type found on the original, are chunky white protrusions that stand out against the black bodywork. These differences, while noticeable to the trained eye, might not be immediately apparent to the casual observer. At the rear, the designers have made a concerted effort to replicate the latest Range Rover model. The taillights integrate into the body similarly, and even small details like the side vents towards the back have been included. This attention to detail is unexpected in a vehicle at this price point and showcases the lengths to which the manufacturers have gone to create a convincing replica. However, closer inspection reveals significant discrepancies in build quality. The body panels exhibit large gaps and poor fitment, a far cry from the precise engineering of the genuine article. The materials used are vastly different. While the genuine Range Rover boasts an all-aluminum monocoque structure that reduces weight by 420 kilograms compared to its predecessor, the Chinese version utilizes carbon steel. This difference is immediately noticeable when testing the structural integrity. Pressing on the hood of the Chinese vehicle causes visible flexing, something unthinkable in the rigid construction of the genuine Range Rover.
That is bizarre. It's so tiny. These lights here, they look like they come straight out of the Range Rover factory.
Yeah, like literally the entire front. You have the lights, the grille, the lower bumper. This is straight out of Range Rover. I don't even know how this is legal, by the way. Like, they just ripped it.
So you've got 17-inch rims here. They look like exactly the same as the Range Rover one, just shrunk down.
Yeah, they're like comically tiny.
The most shameless bit is this.
Yeah,
This is literally not on any other car except the Range Rover.
Yeah.
The dimensions of the two vehicles also differ significantly. The Chinese Range Rover measures 3,700 millimeters in length, 1,650 millimeters in width, and 1,750 millimeters in height. In comparison, the Range Rover Autobiography stretches 5,252 millimeters in length, 2,047 millimeters in width, and stands 1,870 millimeters tall. Despite its smaller size, the Chinese version manages to provide ample headroom and legroom. Stepping inside the vehicle, the interior presents a mix of ambitious imitation and obvious cost-cutting. The dashboard layout attempts to mimic the Range Rover's design, featuring a large touchscreen display in the center. However, the quality of materials is markedly different. The seats and upholstery, while designed to look luxurious, are made of low-grade materials that feel far from premium.
Okay, let's check out the interior of this thing now. Oh, I get to freshly unwrap the luxurious steering wheel. Okay, what do we got here? So, pretty cheap steering wheel. I mean, it's covered in leather, but it doesn't feel quality. We've got some random Chinese writing here. I'm not sure what this says. If someone in the comments can actually help us out with what that says. Okay, let's start it up. Now, you've got that, and then you've got your start-stop here, which I'm not exactly sure how that works, but everything comes on when you press that. So I think that's actually doing the main business. So you've actually got a working gear lever here, which is shocking. But what isn't shocking is that it's...
The steering wheel, adorned with multiple buttons at both ends, lacks the hefty quality feel of the original. Behind it sits a small LCD instrument panel that displays basic information like driving range and speed. This is a far cry from the sophisticated digital displays found in modern Range Rovers. The center console houses a gear selector that, while attempting to look high-tech, feels flimsy and difficult to operate. Users report that it feels stiff and confusing, especially when first engaged. Despite these shortcomings, the Chinese Range Rover does offer some surprising features. The touchscreen is functional, offering options for audio playback, Bluetooth connectivity, a rear-view camera, and even FM radio. The center console includes a fake wireless phone charging pad, adding to the illusion of luxury. The air conditioning system, while not as powerful as the original, does provide cooling through separate air vents at both ends of the dashboard. In terms of performance and technical specifications, the differences are stark. The Chinese version is powered by a 3,500-watt electric motor, comparable in power to a household electric stove. This provides a top speed of about 50 kilometers per hour and a range of approximately 90 kilometers on a single charge. The battery capacity is rated at 20,000 milliamp hours, with a voltage range of 60 to 72 volts. Charging is done via a standard electrical outlet, similar to charging a laptop, and takes between 8 to 10 hours for a full charge.
I feel like this has just been like glued on that.
Now, one of the main differences is behind this.
Oh,
It's an electric,
that's right. There it is.
and it looks like it's got the same plug as a computer.
It
And
does
that's
look like-
because this thing is 3,500 watts, which is about the same as your iron or your stove.
It's got the power of a stove. Yeah, look at this. You guys get a closer look at this. I mean, that is literally something that you'd plug a computer into. Oh, wow.
3,500 watts will get you about 90 kilometers at a max of 50 kilometers an hour.
That's actually not that bad.
I have yet to see it though.
In contrast, the genuine Range Rover Autobiography is equipped with a 4.4-liter V8 engine producing a whopping 523 horsepower. It can accelerate from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 4.3 seconds and reach a top speed of 150 miles per hour. The genuine article also boasts sophisticated four-wheel drive systems and advanced off-road capabilities, allowing it to tackle challenging terrains with ease. It can tow up to 8,200 pounds, making it a true powerhouse in its category. The driving experience of the Chinese Range Rover is unique, to say the least. Starting the vehicle is a simple matter of turning a key. Unlike the push-button start of the original, the lack of power steering makes maneuvering at low speeds a workout. The ride quality is basic, with none of the refinement found in the genuine Range Rover's air suspension system. The pedal layout is unconventional, with the brake pedal positioned in the center and the accelerator off to the right, requiring some getting used to.
I mean, look, I think that this is kind of like a car that you get to like drive around in a small neighborhood.
Everything's easy, steering's nice, gear changes are nice, climate control, leather, sunroof. You get what you pay for.
Look at this, put into reverse. That feels so wrong. And the pedals are like off to the right. So what's really weird is that the pedal directly in the middle for me, like in line with my right leg, is the brake. And the pedal to go forward is like off to the right. I have to like bend my knee to get there. Oh, no power steering either. I was spoiled by the real Range.
Now what Sergi doesn't realise is I've set up a little surprise for him. Under one of the car's tyres, I placed a tiny piece of wood. The question is, can the car handle it?
Put it in drive. Oh man, that sounds sketchy. Look, look, when I put it in drive, like everything lifts in the center. All right, ready? And let's floor it. I think I have it in park. Whoa, what was that? The hell was that? I think I just popped the tire.
No, that's because this tiny piece of wood was under your wheel.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Man, that like literally felt like a handbrake.
I'm surprised you even got over it.
Alright, so I conquered a little block of wood. Not really that impressive. But now it's got a real challenge. It's got to go up against me.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm not moving anywhere. That's crazy. It's making a lot of suspicious sounds.
Little car takes the L. That's car one, Nate one. Now it's time for the main event. The reason we're here. A head-to-head drag between the Chinese Range Rover and the real deal.
So one thing I've noticed, the seatbelt in this.
An impromptu acceleration test showcases the vast performance gap between the two vehicles. While the genuine Range Rover surges forward with authority, the Chinese version struggles to gain momentum. In a humorous twist, even when racing in reverse, the genuine Range Rover easily outpaces its imitator. This stark difference in performance underscores the vast technological gap between the two vehicles. The Chinese Range Rover's off-road capabilities are put to the test with a simple obstacle, a small piece of wood. The vehicle struggles significantly to overcome this minor hurdle, a task the real Range Rover would accomplish without notice. This test highlights the limitations of the Chinese version's basic electric drivetrain and lack of advanced traction control systems.
I was spoiled by the real Range.
Now what Sergi doesn't realise is I've set up a little surprise for him. Under one of the car's tyres, I placed a tiny piece of wood. The question is, can the car handle it?
Put it in drive. Oh man, that sounds sketchy. Look, look, when I put it in drive, like everything lifts in the center. All right, ready? And let's floor it. I think I have it in park. Whoa, what was that? What the hell was that? I think I just popped the tire.
No, that's because this tiny piece of wood was under your wheel.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Man, that like literally felt like a handbrake.
I'm surprised you even got over it.
Alright, so I conquered a little block of wood. Not really that impressive. But now it's got a real challenge. It's got to go up against me.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm not moving anywhere. That's crazy. It's making a lot of suspicious sounds.
Little car takes the L. That's car 1, Nate 1. Now it's time for the main event. The reason we're here. A head-to-head drag between the Chinese Range Rover and the real deal.
So one thing I've noticed, the seatbelt in this. Barely. That's as far as it goes. So, I'm secure anyway. Let's race. Ready to get smoked?
Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, go.
When considering the price and value proposition, it's important to note that while the base price is $4,000, shipping and import fees can bring the total cost closer to $10,000. This price point positions it as more of a novelty item or a vehicle for use in controlled environments like gated communities, rather than a genuine alternative to luxury SUVs. It's worth noting that at this price, it's cheaper than many golf carts, while offering a more car-like appearance and enclosed cabin. The target market for such a vehicle is unclear. It lacks the performance, safety features, and build quality necessary for regular road use in most countries. However, its unique appearance and low price point might appeal to those looking for an eye-catching vehicle for short trips in controlled environments. It could also serve as an interesting conversation piece or a quirky addition to a car collection. The existence of this vehicle raises several legal and ethical considerations. The blatant copying of Range Rover's design likely infringes on intellectual property rights. Land Rover and other luxury automakers often invest heavily in design and branding, and such replicas could potentially dilute their brand value. Safety is another major concern, as the vehicle has not undergone the rigorous crash testing required of road-legal vehicles in most countries. The lack of airbags, advanced safety systems, and the questionable structural integrity pose significant risks to occupants. Registration and road legality would be significant hurdles in many jurisdictions. Most countries have strict regulations regarding vehicle safety standards, emissions, and roadworthiness. It's highly unlikely that this Chinese Range Rover replica would meet these standards, limiting its use to private property or specially designated areas. Despite these issues, the Chinese Range Rover does have some unexpected features that add to its novelty appeal. It comes equipped with rainbow headlights, a feature not found on any genuine luxury vehicle. The rearview mirror is removable, which, while impractical, adds to the vehicle's quirky nature. These unique elements contribute to its appeal as a conversation starter and a piece of automotive curiosity. For the broader automotive industry, this development raises questions about the future of luxury vehicle design and brand protection. It showcases the increasing capabilities of Chinese manufacturers to produce convincing lookalikes at incredibly low price points. This trend could potentially disrupt the market for entry-level luxury vehicles or create a new category of luxury-inspired budget vehicles. However, it also highlights the vast gulf in quality, performance, and safety between genuine luxury vehicles and their ultra-budget imitations. The genuine Range Rover's sophisticated engineering, advanced materials, and cutting-edge technology justify its high price tag. The Chinese replica, while visually similar, falls far short in these crucial areas. Land Rover, the maker of the genuine Range Rover, has not officially responded to this particular replica. However, luxury automakers generally take a dim view of such blatant copying, often pursuing legal action to protect their intellectual property and brand image. It remains to be seen how Land Rover will respond to this specific case, but it's likely they will take steps to protect their brand and prevent the proliferation of such replicas. The emergence of this vehicle also sheds light on the evolving landscape of electric vehicles. While established automakers are investing billions in developing high-performance, long-range electric vehicles, this Chinese replica shows that basic electric powertrains can be produced very cheaply. This could have implications for the future of affordable electric mobility, particularly in developing markets. Ultimately, while the $4,000 Chinese Range Rover may have shocked the industry, it also serves as a reminder of the value provided by established luxury brands. The vast differences in quality, performance, and safety underscore the engineering prowess and attention to detail that go into creating a true luxury vehicle. As amusing and intriguing as this replica may be, it's clear that when it comes to luxury automobiles, you indeed get what you pay for.